I'm laughing now, but I have this weird feeling that I'm going to regret hitting the publish button. Now here it goes. Hello everyone, I'm Vengadragon, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a full-time content creator and streamer on Twitch. I'm glad that you came by. This channel is all about Hearthstone and ways that you can improve your game. So if you're here to get Hearthstone content, you found the right place. I appreciate it. And this is a very scary video for me to hit the publish button for. As much as I love the idea of a new class, I think it should have been released in June. In fact, June 6th at 6 p.m. See what I did there? So here it is, folks, my top 5 reasons why Demon Hunter shouldn't have been released into Hearthstone. Number 5, the rotation of sets. Well, what I mean by the rotation of sets is that we have a bunch of cards that are leaving the meta right now. Standard is going to go into a different place. The best deck creators would then start creating decks with what is available to us now. New decks, new concepts. So it's a combination of the things that we've lost with the things that we've gained, and we get to put together something that's kind of exciting. For the most part, you get to see a meta without some of the cards that were in the meta for so long. Number 4, your current collection is worth less. Expanding on some of the mechanics and giving value to the cards that you have now, I think would have been a lot better. Some of the classes didn't come together with some of the game mechanics. This is coming off like I don't want Demon Hunter into the game, but I'm just saying that if it had come at a later time, it would have been better. I just would have liked to see more emphasis on adding value to the cards that we all have now, rather than adding a new class. Number 3, there will be nerfs. Just like we saw the nerfs for Galakrond Shaman. It's a way for the developers to balance the meta with the feedback from the players. But here's the problem. The feedback that we got when the Galakrond Shaman was nerfed were just simply complaints and loud noises in Reddit. People were crying that Galakrond Shaman was too strong, too OP, too crazy. Everybody was playing it, and it became a meta full of Galakrond Shaman complaints and loud drums being beaten over the heads of the developers to nerf the cards. So what they did was nerf the cards based on this loud, boisterous opinions that it needed to be nerfed, and then they didn't really nerf the cards as well as they could. I think they were too quick. They should have let it settle down and see how it went. There's going to be a lot of clamoring for nerfs with the new Hunter class, therefore watering down what is probably going to be really great class. So the Demon Hunter class is getting a disservice by releasing it too early into this meta. From first glance, Demon Hunter looks way OP. Number 2, Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter again. My guess is that during the first few weeks, you're going to be playing against a Demon Hunter more than 50% of the time. You might even be playing Demon Hunter more than 50% of the time. The other classes are going to be neglected, and therefore the cards that are in there are not going to be tested as well for the other classes. So we don't get like a real feel of how the new meta is. So I'm going back to one of the other things that I said, and it's just I wanted to experience the meta without having to be playing some of the cards that have been in there for the opinion too long. And I do agree with that opinion. There are certain cards that were just in the meta for so long that the change in themselves and them not being there, it would have been nice to see how that the meta developed without them in it. And this is crazy, but I think that the game runs the risk of getting really stale in the first few weeks if it's just Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter, even though it's entirely new. For me, I truly have the desire to want to try to play other classes and see how they would have fared without other classes' certain cards in it. So the introduction of Demon Hunter is sort of stifling that for me. Number 1, and maybe not so important for some people, but it is important to me, so marketing tempo is essentially what I think is going to be affected here. Hyping up the new year was enough to make a big splash. The cards that are coming into the game, the things that were making the game stale were leaving. I think they could have left Demon Hunter on the table for just a little bit longer. Got us hyped on all the new concepts and new things. Once the hype of the new year started to die down, they could have then sort of leaked some of the information like they do on social media, which, you know, it just happens to be that all of a sudden you see some leaks that there's a new class. Now, admittedly, I spoke on Twitter about new class, and Demon Hunter is a lot more exciting than the class that I thought it was going to be, which was the Monk. But anyway, back to what I was saying. With the hype dying down, they could have then introduced the idea that a new class was coming. And I was joking a little bit about the June 6th thing, you know, 6/6 at 6 p.m., 666 for Demon. So it could have been done. There could have been a little bit more marketing that went into it and a little bit more hype. I just think that the hype for the new expansion is enough, and the marketing tempo is going to be a little bit hard to meet up to. Imagine the fact that you release a new class. What's next for Hearthstone? What can they do better than release a new class? Where could we go higher? Do we just go way up like this and then our heads explode over Demon Hunter and that's it? Or does Hearthstone really have something bigger and better in store for us? Unless there's some kind of secret that Hearthstone has which can top the addition of a new class, I don't know if we're going to be able to get much higher. I think it's going to be kind of difficult. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this is one that I really had a hard time pushing the publish button on because I got a little worried that I was going to get some hate. Not the intention of this video at all. It's just to get us thinking. I really want to see what you think about this. So put the comments below and let's talk about it. Let's chat. This is a great community that we have, the Hearthstone community on YouTube. I also do stream 4 days a week on Twitch. So if you want to talk about it over there. In the meantime, give this video a like and a thumbs up. And also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content about Hearthstone. Spread positivity, tut woo, thumbs up, that's what's up, Venga.